Once upon a time, there was an amazing nursery practitioner. They were so passionate about doing a great job for the children in their room that they found the best stories and read to them every day. They made sure that the stories were full of different characters and scenarios, and they did all of the voices, and everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Hi everyone, I'm Natalie from My Progression, and this video is about storytelling, specifically for EYFS. Storytelling is all about making connections between you, your audience, and the story. A great storytelling session will entertain and engage the children in your room, and even inspire them to find out more about the story you told. Here are some of our top tips for successful storytelling. Remember, if you have fun, then so will the children. Number 1, choose a story that you know and enjoy. Read your story through a few times before you read it to the children. The more you familiarise yourself with the words, the more confident you'll be when telling your story, and the more you'll love it. Think about the characters and setting, and look out for points that are funny, active, and can engage your audience. I love We're Going on a Bear Hunt, as it's super engaging. You can have a lot of fun with it. I had to read it a few times to get the hang of the rhyming pattern. I used to get my class to act out each section of the story, like get them to stand up and move the long grass out of their way or squelch through the mud. I made the mistake recently of reading Roald Dahl's version of Little Red Riding Hood to my 3-year-old without flipping through the pages, and it has a very different ending to the usual Woodcutter Saves the Day version. The wolf eats Granny, and then Red Riding Hood, and that's the end. Luckily, it didn't seem to bother my daughter at all, but it was a bit of a shock to me. Number 2, give a short introduction and set the scene. It really helps to spend some time warming everyone up and introducing them to the story you'll be telling. You can begin to make a connection with your audience by asking them some easy questions. For example, if you were reading The Tiger Who Came to Tea, you could ask them what they like to eat and what food would they have for their tea. This helps set the scene for the story you're telling, and it gets everyone's imagination going. Number 3, get your audience involved. Look out for points in your story that lend themselves to interaction, and think about whether you would like some volunteers to take part as well. Even if you don't need any volunteers, your audience can still get involved and add atmosphere to the story you're telling. A good example is the tummy beast from Roald Dahl's Dirty Beasts. Everyone can relate to a rumbling belly, and you can encourage them to make the sound of the tummy beast by clapping, stamping their feet, roaring, or grumbling whenever they hear the word tummy, which are repeated throughout the poem. Make sure you show them the pictures. They will want to see the Gruffalo when he finally appears. You can ask them questions about the background, like, what else can you see in this picture? A tree, that's right. And who's sitting in the tree? An owl, well done. And what noise does an owl make? This is a great opportunity to add an extra layer of learning. For more on adding learning into your practice, check out our video, Learning Through Play. And whilst you're there, like, subscribe, and click on the bell to keep hearing more from My Progression. Number 4, use your voice. Your voice is a brilliant way to bring the story to life. Don't be afraid to do different or silly voices for the characters. The mild Matilda will sound very different from the terrible Trunchbull. And with young children, the sillier, the better. You have to really let yourself go and be silly. Make your Daddy Bear voice exaggerated and your Baby Bear whiny. And they seem to love it when you pretend to cry. Sadists. You can also think about how you're reading the story. Read at different speeds and different volumes to build suspense and add drama, or even make the story funnier. For example, if you're reading The Cat in the Hat, you could get quicker and quicker as the cat is balancing more and more things. And when he finally drops everything, you could sound annoyed as you read the fish's lines. Number 5, make the most of the space around you. Don't be afraid to move around in the space that you have and to make eye contact with everyone around you. If you are using volunteers, you may want them to sit down or stand up, and you could also get them to act out parts of your story. In Jack and the Beanstalk, you could get someone to play Jack. They could act out climbing the ginormous beanstalk, running away from the giant, or stealthily stealing the golden egg. All of these things add interest and atmosphere to your storytelling and help to entertain your listeners. Number 6, have some props. You don't need loads, but a few props can really help bring your story to life and can help any volunteers get into character. It also adds an element of fun and entertainment for your kids, helping to keep them engaged and their imagination switched on. This could be a toy bear if you're reading Going on a Bear Hunt, or you could set up a pretend tea for Tiger who came to tea. You can let them take turns pretending to pour the tea or eating the buns. Number 7, be adaptable. One of the wonderful things about storytelling is that no session is ever the same. You may have a plan of how you want to tell the story and what voices you might do, but an unexpected question from an inquisitive 3-year-old might just take you on a different journey. Just enjoy yourself, and your audience will too. A good nursery practitioner must be a good storyteller. It's important you nurture your skills and put effort into being proficient at storytelling. I've been Natalie from My Progression, and if you found this video helpful, then share it with someone who you think will find it useful. And as always, let's keep your career in motion.